Hello, Aquarius. So, welcome to my channel. I actually did your reading right after Capricorns, and for whatever reason, the video has refused to upload twice. So, I'm going with the flow and doing another reading for you. So, my name is Becca, and I've already meditated and on your cards and shuffled. I am going to say my intention again just to make sure. So, Aquarius, my readings, I pull 5 positions. It's funny, this Ace of Water showed itself during when I was shuffling earlier. I do 5 positions. The first position is your recent past. The second position is, of course, your present. The third position is your the third position is your conflict, unforeseen forces, something you don't know about, or something that needs to be have light shed on it. I only take flyers. I don't normally read reversals in this deck unless they fall reversed. There are no reversals in this. So if it is reversed, then I will leave it as such. Spirit. Your unforeseen does not want to come out and be seen. The next position is your advice from Spirit. And of course, the last position is your outcome. So I don't your overall energy for your reading is the Messenger of Water. It's the Knight of Cups in the traditional Rider-Waite deck. So my readings are not your typical reading in the sense that I don't I try not to call signs. Any of us can embody any of the elements. So the only time that I will mention a sign is if it is something that really stands out to me as being another person and it feels that way. So let's go ahead and see what Spirit is sending you. Also, if this message doesn't resonate with you, then it's not for you. In your past, you have the Ace of Water. So an offer of love, a new beginning in love. In your present, you have the 3 of Earth in reverse. I don't know why I just got the feeling that someone's leaving a marriage to be with someone else. In your unforeseen, you have the 10 of air. That's the 10 of swords. The 10 of swords is the ultimate in betrayals, but it's also a 10. It's the ending. So, which is also a 1, which is a beginning, right? I also look at swords as their thoughts, their lessons, their cycles, and the 10 of swords in particular means mastery to me. It means that you've mastered or will be mastering something that you've been working on for a long time. Your advice from spirit is the 4 of fire. So this is either a stable, happy home. It's stability. This is something strong. This is something worth celebrating. So the 4 of wands, the 4 of fire is the marriage card. It's the celebration card. Some of you might be going to a wedding, or some of you are really building up a stability in your own life. And in your future, which I hate making predictions. In your future position, we have the 8 of fire. So this is movement, fast movement. It's also messages, like over the internet, fast communication. All right, so let's get some clarity, shall we? To clarify the Ace of Water, you have the 9 of Swords in reverse. And the Knave of Wands, the Page of Wands in reverse. So you've come out of this self-entrapment and matured. You're letting go of an immature action. You're letting go of an immature passion. This page is also moving away from this woman praying in the 9 of Swords. This Ace of Water is self-love. In your very recent past, you found self-love, and it's guiding you into this present situation of coming out of something, a collaboration. And the 3 of Earth is a collaborating card. So an immature passion towards this collaboration. So you're letting go of whatever this commitment was to this third party. Now, yeah. Yeah. Yep. The devil came out in the reverse. So letting go of that bond, letting go of that codependency, letting go of that. And then you got the page, the knave, mind you, sorry, the knave of swords in the upright. So he's carrying that sword, and he's used it to communicate clearly. This is immature as still, but it's in the upright, and it's an idea. It's a clear communication. This is the truth. It's the truth. Still a very young energy. Whatever this idea is, it's not completely formed yet. So then you have the 10 of Swords, the ultimate betrayal, and the 2 of Wands, taking action to move towards something, making a decision. Because it's a wand, the 2 of Wands, it is action. Move that up. Let's clarify this 10 of air. The Fool in the upright. Let's clarify this 10 of air. Five of Cups, crying over spilt milk. And the Hermit in reverse. Nice. So your challenge is letting go of this betrayal. Letting go of this betrayal and moving with no baggage. Letting it go. Yeah. Okay, so don't get stuck in this behavior of what I had, what I lost. You have so much ahead of you. So much. Now, I know the Hermit is like introspection and all of that, but when it's in reverse like this, especially with this card right next to it, this 5 of Cups, it makes me feel like this is saying don't go into that hermit mode of inactivity, right? See what Spirit has to say about this. Your advice from Spirit. Let it go. The 4 of Pentacles in reverse, and a book. And a book came out. Underneath it, you have the Moon. So healing, secrets coming to light, the Mother. Um, so in this little novel, we have, okay, we have the Queen of Cups, and she came out in the reverse. We have the King of Wands. He came out upright. The Ace of Swords in the upright. Clarity. And the Three of Wands. But she came out in the reverse. So we have a female here, then and a male. Now, don't get caught up in gender necessarily. This could be anyone, but we have a person here that is being emotionally manipulative. She's not nurturing the situation. She's being very selfish. Towards this King of Wands. The King of Wands is a passionate guy. He's the boss. He's a brilliant leader. I always imagine them being very good at pep talks, like getting everyone fired up. But between these two energies, we have this clarity, right? This Ace of Swords. These two people I feel like this is a married couple. This is a married couple. I haven't seen the three of cups, but I do have the Three of Pentacles, and I also have the Three of Wands. So we have two threes here. We also have three aces, four aces. Two aces, sorry. So interesting. I feel like this is either a married couple, or I feel like a mother and a father. These are the heads of a household. Okay. They're clinging desperately to that household, and Spirit is saying, let go. Let go. This truth is going to set you free. Right? So, in the upright, this means you've made your decision. You're waiting for your ships to come in. You know what the first step of that journey is. Now, to me, when this card comes out in the reverse, you know what the first step of your journey is. You just haven't made it yet. You haven't taken that step. You're holding off on that step. He has 3 wands here. There's a wand here. And that makes 4 wands. This water sign needs to be cut out and let go. Aquarius. And I think you know that. Okay, let's get some clarifiers on this 8 of fire. That's so not fair. So to clarify, the 8 of wands, the 8 of fire, the 8 of wands in reverse came up. I'm going to be blocking this water sign. No communication, no movement. No movement towards what, Spirit? The Knight of Wands. No movement towards this player, this in and out energy. And upside in the reverse, this guy is really not a nice guy. It might mean that you're not stopping the player energy. Letting go of this last final battle. Letting your guard down. A lot of wands. And transformation. Let it die. It's going to die. It's going to transform. Stopping this in and out action. Letting go of the fight and transforming. Transformation is important. Without transformation, then you have the World in reverse on the bottom of the deck. Without transformation, there is no progress. Everything has to die so that it can be reborn, so that it could die again, so that it can be reborn, so it could die again. With your overall energy, meaning being the messenger of water, this Knight of Cups, right underneath it, we have the 2 of Cups in reverse. Like I said, this deck doesn't normally have reversals in it. So that's a sign. It's a sign, Aquarius. All right. You're asking yourself if you should send someone a message of love. I would say that the answer I'm looking at is no. But it's your life. I don't judge. You have the Dissolving Light from my Rumi Oracle deck. I'd like to point out that that is also A3. Isn't that a beautiful card, though? Look at those colors. Yellow is the happiest color in the tarot. But if you look at this guy here, there's multiple people inside that person, and they look upset. Right. The Dissolving Light. I died as mineral and became a plant. I died as plant and rose to animal. I died as animal and I became human. Why should I fear anything? When was I ever less by dying? Dare to take my hand and become set alight with holy fire, my cherished one. Step forward with me, let us burn together, dissembled in the light that cannot be extinguished. This is the light that burns with such incandescent truth that no falsehood can withstand its audacious vibrancy. Come with me now to the light. Together we shall melt into truth. There is a light so intense, so powerful, that nothing other than itself, its own truth, can exist in its presence. It is the sacred seed, the star of your being, lit up from within. It is the light that never goes out. It is the light that is so powerful, it is beyond duality of light and dark, cannot ever be extinguished or diminished, and quite simply, beyond all logic, just is. Certainly, no lie or deception, no boundary or defense can remain intact in its presence. The blazing divinity of this light sears through any pretense, annihilates illusions, and takes us into stark experience of divine truth. It is gentleness, and yet it cannot be overcome. It is enduring power, and yet it is tender. Though you seek the divine and even know it as love, you also know that it is fierce, wild, inexplicable, and demanding beyond all measure. It wants you, completely, utterly, without condition. There will be times in your life, such as now, when there is something not worthy of you that must be released. This is a falsehood, a lie, or deception of some sort that you have come to believe about yourself, your life, or perhaps even another. You may know what this deception is, or it may be about to be unveiled. It is not a cause for fear or concern, but for celebration. An illusion has or soon will be released, and you shall become free in a way that only truth can provide. This oracle comes to you as a sign of that which is to come, and soon. The beloved divine presence is calling to you, igniting within your deepest being so that it may have its way with you. The divine wishes to live through you into the world, reaching into the hearts of many and igniting those hearts into greater life. It is a clever and insatiable lover. It will stop at nothing until the entire human race is restored to the wild divine freedom of ecstatic divine reunion, completely and utterly ignited in love. And so the great lover, the divine, calls for you to enter into the white-hot field of its passionate presence. There will be sizzle and burn. It cannot be otherwise. In the height of summer, you cast aside the layers of clothing you require in the winter. This is natural. You do not think twice about it. As you approach the radiant sun of divinity, your emotional and psychological layers are to be shed too, for they are too heavy for the heat of the great spiritual sun. What cannot stand the heavenly heat is to be cast aside swiftly by conscious choice, or shall simply burn up, dissolving in the light and melting away. What is left shall be what is true. So here is your guidance, sweet lover of the great divine. Give it up, the smallness, the conditions, the fears and doubts, the lack of reverence for yourself and life, the belief that somehow things are not okay or aren't going to work out. That is all a paltry attempt at truth. You are coming into a truth now that is far more worthy of you, a truth with a capital T, the big truth, love, trust, surrender. This is about a sacred shedding without fear or holding back. Cast aside whatever would hold you back rather than free you to fly into your divine destiny. You're not to be the same from this moment on. This is the holy word, the word inscribed in living divine fire in your sacred heart. This oracle brings you guidance. Trust in your changing perspective and perceptions. Don't hold on to what you once believed or thought to be true. Allow yourself to be shown another version of events, another way of perceiving. Don't focus on what is not working in your current estimation of things, for that is nothing more than a passing opinion. You are being given an opportunity to see and know yourself, others, and particular life circumstances very differently. Embrace it. Don't resist and what is being shown to you, for even if there are some struggles in adjusting your view at first, ultimately, this change in perception will free you and bring you more deeply into the wellspring of your own inner peace and happiness. That's your reading, Aquarius. I feel like the Oracle card kind of summed it up perfectly. um, you will master this. You're going to master it. Well, I hope that you enjoyed your reading, and I love you guys. Bye.